Hello, Pickaholics. Some of you may recognize British postage. This is a package from Beercan Bushcraft, aka Tinnie. And he has sent a couple of challenge locks. And I'm sorry, Tinnie, that I have been a little slow in getting to this. Life has been a bit busy. There's one for me and one for Thumper. And, oh, I'm gonna have to do more on my field piece of paper. Just make sure. Okay, so, well, that's got his name on it. Sorry about that. Try and blur it out, but this one's for me. This one's for Thumper. This one is called Meth Lab, and this one is Moet, as in the champagne. So let's set that one aside. And see what we've got here. For once, I don't have to cut tape. It's all about rubber bands. And there's a reason why he calls it Moet. It's in a Yale Beercan Bushcraft number 3. This says Meth Lab. It was tied to the wrong one. That is the wrong one. That is Thumper's. That's a pretty one. I'll wrap that back up. So this should be the key. Now you might get an idea of why it's called Moet. Champagne cork. Feels like it's also going to be in another Yale cylinder. And look at the lovely bitting on that key. Definitely a Yale. An interesting keyway too. Yale rim cylinder. Oh, lovely old brass. That is a wild looking little keyway. Number 2, Moet Tinnie. Well, let's get to picking. We've wasted too much time opening a package. So let's set that aside. Nice big. That thing's gonna be fun in there. I can't twist it anymore. Big wide open top. And I just can't fit that one in there. And like always, I have lost my tension wrenches. And that one barely fits in there. Let's see if we can get that going. Let's have some fun. I also have some new additions to my collection. I got some Jimmy Longs. And I have to say, I'm really liking them. I got the 3 round-tipped hooks and 1 of the flat-tipped hooks, because that's all that was in stock. Couple little there on the back, and we get into a false set, and we're not even on camera. 1 counter rotation with dead. Keep going. Lost the false set that we were in. That typically means I haven't lifted enough yet. That felt pretty good. I need something just a little bit taller. Let's try the medium, Jimmy. Lots of little talking in here. Counter rotations. A little bit crunchy too. kind of lost some stuff. I like going the other way, counterclockwise. Get more talking going on with the log. Yeah, there might be some counter milling in here. Key feels like, or the lock feels like it's got some great bitting in it. There's still a little more in the back end. That might be oversetting something. I feel like I'm overset on something, but I still have a little bit back there on 5. I think this is a 5 pin. I forgot to look at the bottom. Yep, there we go. Lift it just a hair more. Restart again. Two clicks on 3. go. Pick up a pick, drop it down, and I lose it. It's not doing anything. We are in a little bit of a false set. The lock will stay right where it's at. It was a beautiful Yale. I like the keyway. It's not paracentric. Yeah, I think that oversets. Gives counter rotation and oversets. And that definitely oversets. Reset some things. There's a little bit bigger of a false set. Okay. Still get that counter rotation there, but I don't trust it. So every time I go for that one, it goes backwards. Sometimes you do have to go backwards. This one feels, that just dropped a little bit more. That's too strong of. Counter rotation to ignore. A little bit more, inch by inch. Who is gonna tell the secret? Keep touching things and it just incrementally falls over a little bit more, like there's some taper stuff. And here's some more counter rotation again. This one got me into trouble the last time, but that set nicely. And touched it, and even more of a false set again. And touch again, and deeper. I think there's something in the back. Let's try. touching things and they just start falling a little bit further and further. Nothing there, nothing there. I think we're pretty good. Got some strong counter rotation again. Things keep falling. Then it stops. Then it keeps going. There we go. That's a pretty impressive false set. So the straight up and down is between that A and the L, and we're over on the Y. Why, do you ask? We're not exactly sure. Counter rotation on the very last pin. Back into that deep false set. These strange little clicks. Lovely. I have picked a couple logs lately that have been doing this that just increasingly get you into a deeper false set and a deeper false set. They're so much fun. There's counter rotation. There you go. I swear we've picked this one. Even deeper. This is beautiful, Tinnie. Loving this. And a click and even further. Look at that. Parallel with the Y. That is a deep false set. And there's nothing, nope, this is a rim cylinder. God, can't be catching on my vise. I don't have that type of a vise. Ah, there we go. Last little minor counter rotation, and we're open. That took a while. 18. Very, very fun, challenging lock there. We have a circlip and we have a key. So well, I'm going to have to take it off this way because I want to keep the pouch in there. But that is going through that 6 pins. I forgot to look at the bottom. It is 6 pins. That is very nice bitting. Look at that high one on one. Key works like butter. Let's see. We're going to need you. You and you, and I have a shim there. Let's see what's in this. Can anybody guess from the name? He told me what was in here, but I'm wondering if anybody can guess ahead of time. I can get that off. There we go. Oh, we're sliding out the bottom. That's always cool. They put not a shim, but a plate in the bottom for when they drill these, because these are drilled from the bottom. There we go. That plate came off. I have it in my finger. Get that set aside. That's for the bottom. Now you can see my follower in there. Let's look. Ooh, everything is threaded. With a little bit, it's just an old cylinder, old brass. Serrated with an overset. That's pretty. Overset trap. Another serrated. Mixture of nickel, silver, and brass pins. Anything else going on in here? Let's see. So everything's just threaded. All 6 are threaded. Felt crunchy. and fun. Had a lot of fun picking this. It just kept going. Once I finally started figuring it out instead of oversetting things. And a beautiful reverse mushroom. Come on. Come on. I don't want to hurt the patina on this lock. I love the way that it's been repolished. It's old, but it's been repolished. And another kind of a reverse mushroom with a different spring, a bigger steel spring because it's sticking to my tweezers. I see we're not even in. Oh yes. That one came out like that. Come on. That one doesn't want to come out. There we go. He said that there is a champagne glass, or champagne bottle, and another one of those kind of reverse mushrooms, which are thin-lipped and very effective. Serrated over the deep cut. And another one of those reversed. And there is, looks like threading in there. Set those up. Yeah, clean in 6, threading in 5, threading in 4, clean on 1, 2, and 3. So there is threading on the upper. Yeah, you can see where and all of them look like they were threaded on the bottom. Let's take a look at these pins. These are really pretty. Are we on light? I can't see anything. There we go. So a serrated number 1, kind of a reverse mushroom. This is how it all tapers down. This beautiful serration and this extra little overset if you decide to push too hard when you don't know the key, what the key looks like. Overset trap. I forgot to say another kind of like a reverse mushroom. And then the champagne bottle with that tiny, tiny little tip. That is just beautiful. Beautiful serrations. I mean, these things are even on all of these. It's very well done. And this beautiful, once again, that reverse mushroom. Serration, overset, and another one of those reverse mushrooms. And then different springs, 2 big springs on the 2, on number 2 and number 6, and just a mixture of the bronze springs. So this is Moet by Tinnie, Beercan Bushcraft number 2. This was fun. I'm gonna go pick this again because this was a lot of fun to pick. And again, I apologize for the delay in getting to this, but it was well worth it. Thank you, Beercan. Have a good evening, Pickaholics.